I enjoy it, but I think it's kind of boring. I mean, I like the woods. It's not like special though. It's not like exciting. It's trees. The trees are gonna be trees. More trees and grass. Ooh boy. You see that grass? That's some grass. I've never seen grass like that grass before. The trees bend themselves into weird positions, which cause you to think. What are we here for? To be scared and eaten. It wasn't my idea. I saw it somewhere else. And it was I don't see it anymore. I only saw it the one time, and then it's like I was in some area that I don't normally go in. And they were talking about, and I'm not saying it's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've seen people say that there was a group of people that claimed that they had stories or that they knew of how the animals learned how to behave in the way that they did. And there's different ways that you could think about it. Like maybe we sat down and created these things. I'm not saying that's what we did. I'm just saying, where would these things have come from? Where did we come from? We say that we're created. We say that those animals are created by the same thing that created us. And maybe that's true. What if the thing that created us was us? You know, like, made us, was us. We can do cloning and things like that now. So I don't know. I'm not saying it is what it is. But in order to get the life spark, you can have a bunch of clones that don't really do anything. But to get the life spark, you have to give them the differences. And so they can start it, but not directly. They have to start this other thing and then just let it go. And then step in and manage it along the ways. I'm not saying that's the way it is. There's so many choices. And then when it all comes down to the end of the day, this is a holographic universe is what they say. Everybody says that. So it's looking pretty much like that. Science, everything, all the religions, your dreams, whatever. It's like a platform. It's like the holodeck on Star Trek. It's nothing to get upset about. I guess the masses probably won't work very well. If they live their lives this way, you know, if they you probably know what I was gonna say. So if I'm talking about it this way now, well, why am I so upset? Well, once again, you don't know. You don't know what's going on. Even if I do know what's going on, you don't know that you're right. You don't know that you're wrong. You don't know the extent or anything like that. You can't really go back from things. Everything's going to change. I think it already has. It's already changed. Has it always been changed? And we just didn't see it? Has this been a long journey? A long planned out journey? I don't know. Some things just aren't talked about anymore. In a comment that I left to a friend, a good supporter of me, I think. But you know, I can be wrong. I have in the past. And now I forgot what I was saying. They were explaining it to me, and I agree with it. I don't think they have the wrong idea or anything. I'm not talking down to anybody either. I don't think it's a question of knowledge. I think it's a question of acceptance and have different parameters of things for you to be able to accept different things, and other people have different things, and so we're all on different pages, which, as long as we all don't get mad at each other, or even if we do get mad at each other, if we keep the dialogue open so that we can figure out if we're legitimately mad at them or if we're kind of mad at ourselves. But we're mad that we have to change because we realize that we've entered the wrong thing. Somebody might have told us the wrong thing. We might have had a mistake when we were entering it. Who knows? But we got to change this partial building block, maybe the whole thing, out of the way we see the world, you know. So I enjoy hearing. I always called it the devil's advocate. It's like I'm dead set in this way, and I need somebody to break that concentration and see it from a different point of view or whatever. It's like, oh, well, I could do it like this, but you didn't think about it from this angle. That's what I always called the devil's advocate. I don't even know if that's right, but that's the way I use it. So I enjoy it. I was trying to tell my mom that it's more than, it's not really a control issue. Like, I don't want to control anyone. I don't want to make you think a way that I think. I just think that the way that I think is correct, and I want to share correct things with other people. And if something is incorrect, I don't want to share it with them. I even want to help people to realize, well, actually, I want to confirm it to people, because I think everybody does realize that shit's bullshit. It's so easy to fucking understand. And for these people to say these things, to promote this thing so vaguely, and these people are said to be, and I agree, I think they are, of high intelligence. That's dangerous for people that are not of the same intelligence. Don't you think? It's the whole story that we just kept hearing over and over again of why all these bad things happen. Because these people want to control the group, and they always start out for the group's best interest. Well, we need to wake up to these lies, and then all of a sudden we're all wearing the same fucking clothes and all this shit, and we're saying the mantras. Have you seen on TV where somebody's in a cult, somebody's kid usually is in a cult, and the more you talk bad about the cult, the further away they push you? Well, I'm prepared. I'm probably going to be pushed away. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. People, I think this happens concerning myself a lot. I don't know, maybe not. I hope it does. But people look back and they're like getting something that they hadn't got for a long time. And they're like, whoa, Max told me it was like this. Max used to say that. I didn't like Max because he always said this stuff. But now I see. Max was a good guy. You don't like me. It's okay. Whoa. Boom, boom. Don't worry, it's just a transformer. Well, sure, probably only Paul knows this, but over there's a fence, and it blocks off, I think it's a airport, maybe even what's that, National Guard, Air National Guard land. There's a radio club back there, so they have, I'm sure that's to probably mask the fact that they have massive antennas over there. So anyways, we used to go walking over there. It's like the place that we were walking before, where it's like all overgrown like this place is. But you could tell that they were driving bulldozers around, massive land moving machines, because of the way the land is formed. It's not really like, oh yeah, this doesn't this looks more like a road than like a natural path, you know, carved out by animals, you know, type of thing. When you go through the woods and all the trees are together like that, and then you get to a spot like this and pretend like this is all overgrown. This is all green like that, but there's no trees in the middle big enough for like 2-lane road. That's probably man-made, or some kind of natural land formation or event to cause that. A stream, a landslide area, things like that, to clear the trees away. Poor soil, rocky soil, whatever. But yeah, now they're building stuff over there. It's kind of funny because, like, did they go over there and build all that infrastructure before and then just let it go back? They just let it go back to the... How long have we been here, you know? Alaska, I think it's been Alaska, what, 60 years? Maybe it's going on 75, I don't know. That's not very old. So they've built an infrastructure and then let it go back to the woods, and then now they're building it again. I mean, it doesn't prove anything. It just... And it's something that could totally be going on, you know? That's plausible. But it's strange. We were so sure back then that we committed our time and resources, which we say are really expensive. We say it's expensive. You and I can't afford it. We have to come together with a group and do it as a group. Maybe even the government has to do it. It's such a big job. But then they just let it go. They're like, yeah, fuck it. We don't need it. I don't want it. The neighbors moved in and we're like, fuck, I don't want to live there anymore. He's over there pissing. Come on. Watching my lunch break, talking about dams. That's kind of fun. I think he's talking about dams. I don't know. Yeah. The title could be one thing, and they just talk about whatever they want, all the things all at once. It's like, remember that episode? Which one? He talked about the shit in every one. Well, the one where he said the good information. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I don't even want to like debate it or anything. I don't know. I'm just gonna say, nah. Nuh-uh. They're gonna tell me all this shit, and I'm just saying, nuh-uh, because of the stuff before. The stuff that we have, like testing, and people are like, this shows it, this shows this, this shows that, and we're like, oh yeah, we could do testing and experiment. Come on, you're gonna have to walk through the puddle if you don't pay attention. It ain't no soul trap, and I really want to get off the subject. I don't know why I feel like I even need to say it today, but I really appreciate the people talking to me about it. But this isn't. And people would say, "Oh, well, you got to be open." I'm open, but I just, you don't have to be open to things that you can obviously see are wrong. And if somebody was to, come on, tell me that I'm wrong in seeing these wrong things, then maybe I would change my mind. But nobody says that stuff. I just hear, and I'm not calling anybody a name. I'm just calling, this information is, I don't understand why people even think it has anything to do with their life. It's just weird.